power of understanding. 5139. Short story. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled in the heart of the Verdant Valley, there lived a young man named Elliot. Elliot was unlike anyone else in the village. He had a peculiar way of speaking that no one could quite decipher. His words were like a melodious symphony to his own ears, but to the villagers, they were a cacophony of nonsense. Elliot's unique speech pattern became the subject of many whispers and snickers. Children pointed and giggled, while the adults simply shook their heads, assuming him to be daft or even cursed. Despite the villagers' cruelty, Elliot remained cheerful and kind, hoping that one day someone would understand his language. He had a gentle heart and a sharp mind, brimming with ideas that could have brightened their lives, but alas, they remained trapped within the cage of his misunderstood tongue. As the years rolled by, Elliot's loneliness grew deeper, like the roots of the ancient oak that stood sentinel outside his small, thatched cottage. His only companions were the animals of the forest, who seemed to comprehend his words better than the humans he longed to connect with. They would gather around him, their eyes gleaming with curiosity as he shared his thoughts, his voice a soothing lullaby to the wild creatures. One fateful day, the village was besieged by a drought that withered the crops and left the streams dry as bones. The villagers, desperate for a solution, sought the counsel of the wise old woman who lived atop the hill. She spoke in riddles, hinting at a secret that lay in the heart of the valley, one that could save them all. Inspired by her cryptic advice, the villagers formed a council and decided to build a machine that could bring the rain back. They toiled under the merciless sun, crafting a monstrosity of gears, levers, and pipes. Yet, no matter how hard they worked, the machine remained silent and unmoving, a testament to their desperation and ignorance. Elliot watched from afar, his heart aching for his people. He knew the answer, but his voice remained unheard, his words lost in the desert of misunderstanding. With the drought worsening, the villagers grew desperate, and their once thriving community began to crumble. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with the last vibrant strokes of hope, a traveler stumbled into the village. She was a linguist, a scholar of lost and forgotten tongues. Her name was Alara, and she had journeyed far and wide, collecting the whispers of ancient dialects and the echoes of alien languages. When she heard of Elliot and his strange speech, her curiosity piqued. She sought him out. Under the canopy of stars, Elliot told Alara about the villagers' plight. She listened intently, her eyes sparkling with understanding. To everyone's astonishment, she deciphered his language and discovered that he was a brilliant inventor with a solution to their problem. The secret lay in the harmonious blending of sounds, a melody that could coax the rain from the heavens. Together, they worked tirelessly, Elliot sharing his knowledge and Alara translating it into a form the villagers could understand. They built a new machine, one that sang rather than roared, one that danced with the wind and whispered sweet nothings to the clouds. The villagers gathered around, their eyes wide with wonder as they heard the music of the skies for the first time. The air grew heavy with anticipation, and soon, the heavens wept, sending down a gentle rain that kissed the parched earth and brought life back to the village. Elliot's joy knew no bounds as he watched the seeds of understanding grow into a bountiful harvest. His words, once dismissed, were now revered. Yet, amidst the celebration and the newfound respect, he found something even more precious, the friendship of Alara, who had seen beyond his speech to the brilliance of his soul. The two of them became inseparable, sharing their knowledge and dreams. The village flourished under their combined wisdom, and the people grew to appreciate the beauty of difference. They learned that sometimes, the most profound truths were wrapped in the most unexpected of packages. And so, the story of Elliot and Alara became a legend, a tale of understanding and unity, reminding all who heard it that sometimes it takes the open heart of an outsider to make sense of the world around us. The villagers, once so quick to judge, were now the first to embrace the strange and the new. And as for Elliot, he had finally found his voice, not just in words but in the symphony of hearts that now resonated with his own.